What if I tell you that by looking at some pictures, we can tell what kind of man does a woman want? In this case, Meghan. Now, I was reviewing some pictures of Meghan's relationships, and I noticed a pattern that, of course, beyond the joke, there's some things that we have to say about how a man stands and how the relationship could go. Welcome back, my body language buddies. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the body language guy. And in these 3 pictures, you have Meghan with Corey Vitiello, the chef that she was dating for, I don't know, an undocumented amount of time before she met Howie. And we don't know exactly when that relationship ended and when she met Harry for the first time. So that's a bit foggy still. But what we do know is the first marriage, Meghan's first marriage with Trevor Engelson, which you can see in the middle. And finally, of course, we know that she is currently married to the prince, Howie. And yes, I know that you're going to tell me, well, but there's thousands of photos of Harry and Meghan, and Harry is not leaning into Meghan, but is keeping his frame. And we are talking about frame in this case, because frame in a picture of a couple is important for the sake of the man and the woman, how the relationship can go and what kind of personalities could clash at any given time. Now, one of the things that we know about Meghan this far, thanks to Finding Freedom, thanks to Revenge, thanks to, well, a couple more books, is that she has this strong personality, this strong character, and her body language has always been that projection over and over again. She's determined to take over the world. I hope that metaphorically. But in this case, we noticed that with her first marriage, and Trevor always had a strong masculine frame. Now, what do I mean by a strong frame? In general, men should stand tall with their shoulders broad and their chest out. That's how we should stand, so we can project our masculinity. That's the way that we project that we are here to protect our families. That's the way we should stand. I've had these clashes with women. I don't know if they are feminists or not, that they claim over and over again, we don't need men to protect us. And I'm not saying at all that you cannot protect yourself or can provide for yourself or can be independent. You can be an independent woman. That's okay. There's no problem with that. I'm not against that. I encourage that, in fact, in my channel. But no matter how independent, how self-reliant is a woman, she would always want a man with whom to feel safe. And in that sense, you will agree with me. Can you imagine a woman that wants to be with a man to feel unsafe? And no, women don't actively look for narcissists to manipulate them and feel unsafe. They fall prey to these personalities. And men also fall prey to women that are narcissists. But we can agree that women want men who make them feel safe. And one of those signals that we men use for that is standing right this way, exactly this way, with our shoulders broad, standing tall, and making our women, our girlfriends, our wives close to us. Also, this is regardless the man is the same height of the woman, or the man is taller, or the man is even shorter, like Nicolas Sarkozy. But before we reach a conclusion regarding Trevor Engelson, we have to look for more photographs, and I kept looking for more reference, and I started noticing a trend. Confirm the posture of a confident man. Maybe their personalities clash because of that. They were married for 2 years. I think that's acceptable. As you can see, we have 3 more instances where he is straight, standing with his back straight. He's pulling Meghan towards himself. And yes, she is feeling quite comfortable with him. By the way, I notice in all the pictures, or almost all the pictures, that his smile, Trevor's smile, is genuine. He's actually glad of being there. He's actually glad of being taking a picture with his girl. You have this feeling that this guy is enjoying the moment. And we have 2 more pictures where still He is standing the same way and he's drawing Meghan close to him. That is a recurring pattern, and that's why it's so important if you're going to analyze pictures which have limited information, because it's much more appropriate to do it with videos. Then you need to have enough pictures to, well, say that there is a pattern in here and a pattern over time. And it is much more important if you want to see changes of personality, of posture, of attitude over a given period of time. You need enough instances of images to make that assessment. It's interesting that Trevor's body language is not exclusive to Meghan. Here he is with his wife, Tracy Curland, and you see the exact same pattern. Okay, this is Trevor Engelson's body language baseline. This is the way he usually stands. This is the way he usually approaches his girlfriends or his wives. Now, if Trevor at least looked like a nice guy with a very strong and masculine posture and a nice smile, then why did they break up? We have a hint in this article. And Meghan's infamously outspoken estranged brother, Thomas Markle Jr., has had a lot to say about her first marriage on his stint on Big Brother VIP. The thing that gets to me is the guy she was married to the first time, Trevor. You've seen those movies Saw, these terror movies. No, I'm not saying that being married to Meghan was like a terror movie. I am not saying that. But that guy owns that production company. This guy just took care of her. She was adored by him. She just walked all over him and dumped him, he told his fellow celebrity housemates. After being married, she sent the ring back in the mail. Is that cold or what? Thomas admitted him and Meghan were close, but stopped talking around the time she landed the role of Rachel Zane on Suits. Money changed her, I guess. Money and fame just went to her head really bad. Meghan treats her family like she's embarrassed of where she comes from. She's very selfish and self-centered. I think she's very shallow. You're never too good for anybody, ever. It's rude to treat people like that, he said. But there's also this that could give us further insights. Meghan and Trevor's marriage lasted just 2 years, and by September 2013, they had quietly separated. Sources close to the couple claim Meghan's role on Suits, which is filmed in Toronto, played a part in their demise. It put a strain on the relationship. Trevor was in LA making movies. Meghan was in another country 5 hours flight away, and it simply took its toll, a friend told the Daily Mail. That it's a possibility too. But then, what do we have now? When we talk about Meghan being controlling and being demanding and being, well, princess pushy, as Samantha Markle said in her book, it's not something that we are making up. We have seen her body language, we have seen her behavior, and yes, we have seen the confirmed recollections of people around her. So what happens is we have this Leo personality. I'm not saying that all Leo women are like this, but have this strong personality and clashes with a guy that, yes, has a wonderful smile. He is not gonna lean in. And they were dating for 6 years. So something must have happened that it was a nice relationship at first, because I understand that she was filming Suits through that phase, through that dating phase. So what happened? But also at the end of the day, there are affairs that we can't possibly know about the privacy of couples. And in this case, we just have hints to understand how a masculine man stands and how to confirm this kind of clues with a variety of sources so we can be sure about what kind of conclusion we are getting to. My body language buddies, my name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the body language guy. And remember to download my 100 body language tips right in the description of this video. Much love and bliss.